Is that a kind of recipe for administrative paralysis?
It is certainly a recipe for administrative paralysis, but that rule that Congress must specify exactly what agencies can do only applies in a certain subset of cases, the cases that the Supreme Court designates as major questions or major issues. Now, we know from the Supreme Court's decision in West Virginia versus EPA that they believe, how Americans consume energy is a major question and is a major issue. So any measures that President Biden took to address that issue would need to be specifically authorized by Congress. But we don't know exactly what other issues would present major questions or major issues
crazy.
that the court would say Congress has to specifically authorize rather than allowing an agency or the president to address that issue themselves under a broadly worded congressional statute.
So what would happen? Would this all just get pushed out to the states? Would no action take place on things like climate change or any new kind of regulatory system that has to be put in place? Let's say cryptocurrency or, all the new challenges that somehow the Congress would not have thought about 40 years ago when it wrote some law.
I think that that's exactly right. Unless there is congressional action in response to those problems, they would be tackled at the state level. And that's, not exactly a recipe for success, given how polarized Congress is on certain issues like climate change. But also, as you know, there are problems that develop that Congress just has no expertise over and might not be able to foresee. And that's why it relies on administrative agencies and gives them the authority with their expertise and flexibility to address these problems as they develop. And that's precisely the sort of governance that the Supreme Court has called into question.
This feels like a big issue that we will have to monitor, and we will certainly be coming back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next on GPS, is America in a recession? Well, we'll find out one piece of the puzzle next week, second quarter GDP. But in the meantime, let's hear from a man who warned about our current inflation problems, Larry Summers.